All right, now I should be able to add something. Share screen. All right. G'day, guys. Hopefully you are well. I am just live here, making sure can you see me? Yes, you can see me. Let me see if you can hear me. Yep, you can hear me. Yeah, perfect. All good. All right. So, how do we all go this week? This is our round. I was happy the Scorchers won 2 games back to back, and we end up doing quite well. I couldn't believe it. I got in Turner as a fluke because I thought Turner does well against spin. So I picked up Turner. He got that 99. Got stuck on 99. So I could have had an extra 20 points. And then there's another thing that sort of stuffed me up with Kuhneman. I had him on the field and then the site put him on the bench. So that stuffed me up as well. Turns out I ended up with 13.25. I could have finished with 13. If you add on 60 points from that, I could have had about 13.85. But the winner overall this week had 14.69. So can't be too annoyed. Because especially when you get over 1300. And it's funny enough, last week I had 7 double gamers and I scored 200 points less than I did with only 5 double gamers. So this is my team here. Move back up 2,000 spots back into the top 1,000 again, which is where I normally am. And yeah, say top 100 for the week. So it wasn't too bad. Better than last 2 weeks. I've got 2 people watching. G'day, guys. Hopefully you are well. Welcome aboard. Just this is my team here. And then also going to be talking a bit about the highlights from the week. Obviously being a Scorchers man as well too. We won twice and quite easily. Although I think our bowling needs to improve at the moment, obviously because Richo and Ty and Dorf are gone, and then Richo's obviously here. G'day, Luke. Welcome aboard. If you can type in YouTube, you can. Can you type in YouTube? If not, just type in the message if you've got any questions as well too. Just letting you know. So Luke from all the way down south is watching in as well too. So he's tuned in as well too. So that's pretty good to see. So another down game by Mitch Owen. A lot of people are getting fed up with him. Luckily, I traded him round 1, but he's probably the most traded out, I suppose, this week because he's got break even 77. Although he does have a double coming up soon as well too. So that's probably the only highlight of them. But the Hurricanes sure have failed this game, that's for sure. So here's my team. I need to update my shield. Haven't updated my shield yet. Yeah, exactly. I traded him round 1 and he was break even 77. He's lost about $54,000. And for someone that opens and someone that bowls, you'd expect a lot more than an average of 24, that's for sure. Do we think loading up on stars is a good thing? All right, good question from Luke. He asked, now, funny enough, 2 weeks ago, last round, I had 7 doubles and I only scored 11.20. This round, I had 5 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I scored 200 points more, and that's with 2 less doubles. So I suppose depending if your singles fire or not. For example, Sam's, he was my single player. He got 114, and I had Chowdhury out of nowhere got 56 as a single. And then my doubles here, they actually all dominated. But if you look at the break evens as well, too, that means I've got to keep those negative 28, 135, and negative 61. So I've got to keep those. Who's the one to VC? So, all right. So, nice and fast with these questions. Very nice. I like that. Awesome. So let's cover the highlights of this round and then we'll move on to our VC for this round coming up. All right, good work. All right, sweet. So obviously Connolly and Turner, my unique was Turner. He did well. He got 1 point in the last game, but he already did his job with 144. Mitch Marsh, he had a slow game in the first one, but the second one he got that 100, which is coming off 100. So it was pretty good. Hardy also got past 50 and he got Ricketts. Imagine if I had him VC. Wow, and Couch, he did all right. Although he didn't bowl in the last over. I don't know why he didn't bowl. Maybe he's injured or something. I didn't see the last over. I didn't see what happened to him, but he probably should have bowled the last over. And then you see Wildermuth. I'm going to be trading him because look at his break even. Has double. Yeah, so The weather for Brisbane is 1 to 5 millimeters of rain. So it'll be interesting to see. I wonder if I can look on here. Brisbane weather. Um, yeah, so tomorrow it says Friday. It's got like a 30% chance, 20%, 35%, 30%, 1 to 5 millimeters. It's sprinkling, so fingers crossed it doesn't rain too long. But that'll be annoying if it does. But I am going to trade out Woodham anyway, because look at his negative break even is 128 break even. He's going to lose a lot of cash. Heat don't have any more doubles left. So I'm going to probably trade in Sam Harper, who I was going to trade in the week before. Curran, he's also got a low break even, 33. He's good to target. Maxwell, he's a bit of hit and miss because he's batting so low. He does bowl, but doesn't bowl that many. I'd say Stoinis, let's have a look at his scores against his teams coming up. So against Heat, he's gone 96, 96, 12. And then Renegades, he's gone 19, 59, 2. But he's got a much better role now. He's been bowling at the death. And he's also having 3 to 4 overs of bowling as well as batting. So I would say I'll put Stoinis as vice captain. If that was you as well. Sam Harper, I know he's been scoring quite well. It just depending on where he goes in the bat. He's been pushed up the order now up to number 1 again, where he normally was before. But he was batting lower down. But I think someone got off injured. I think Rogers now injured himself as well too. So that'll be handy for Harper to stay near the top there. He does have a low break even. Let's have a look what his break even is, Harper. Actually, let's go to the players. That's probably easier, and I'll show you that way. That's probably easier. So let's have a look at the break evens. My trades this week, by the way, I had my best trades for the year. I traded out Carey, David, and I traded out Khan, and I got in Couch, Turner, and Cooper Connolly. So actually, that's probably my best trades for this season, I think. All right, so let's have a look at the break evens. The top break even here is Hardy, negative 128, then negative 61, negative 47 for Chris Lynn. They've got a double later on in round 7. Round 5 double obviously is the Stars. That's their last double for the season after that, because then you could probably start trading your Stars away. Then Sixers are on the double in round 6, and then round 7 is Hurricanes and the Strikers. They're both on the double again. So 2-team double. Each round this year has been a double. There's no single game, no rounds of no doubles for a change, which is interesting. Now let's look at the teams for Stars, because that's the team that are on the double. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Here we go. So we have got the Stars. Well, no, that's Thunder. Where's alphabetical order? I'm going backwards. Sixers, Scorchers, and the Stars. So I've got to keep all my 6 Scorchers because they got good break evens. Now, Stoinis break even on 60. Obviously, they're on the double, of course. Where's Harper? I'm talking about Harper. So he's break even at 0. So he's going to go up a lot. So get Harper in. If you haven't got him, I need to get him. Depending on what you want to go, whoever's cheaper, you can do Clark and Harper, because Clark's pretty cheap. What I've been doing in my doubles the last few rounds, it sort of jumped me up a bit. I've got in one all-rounder, which is Cooper Connolly, for example, and I got 2 cheap players. So Turner, who was pretty cheap, and also Couch was pretty cheap. What you could do, if you're going for 3 stars to get in, you can get in, say, like an all-rounder, and then you get 2 cheap players, and that will help. Then you can keep your all-rounder for the rest of the season as well too, because that will help. Otherwise, if you're looking ahead, for example, I'll finish off these break-evens first. The Swepson, break-even 14, he's been rubbish. There's not really many. Yeah, John Merlo doesn't do anything either. I'd say if you get Harper, Clark, you could go and on him. Peter Siddle, Ralph, Maxwell, Stoinis, and Curran, and Harper, I suppose, the main ones. You probably want 4 to 5, maybe 6 if you real want to jump on board. But because it may rain in the first game, I'd say probably 5 will be enough. And see, for example, I've already got 3: Curran, Stoinis, and Maxwell. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trade in 2 stars. And if you notice, look at that, I've got no 6s. However, the sneaky thing is, the reason why I traded Kerry out, because I was using Kerry as a loop for the first 4 weeks, but Sixers are on their bye this week. So I'm going to do 2 trades. I've still got my 2 boosts left as well too. I am going to get in 2 stars, and then I'm also going to get in a sixer. That sixer will allow me to loop a captain score if I need to. Also will allow me to loop from the bench as well. Pardon me. So, for example, let's have a look at the fixturing. You see, the reason why I keep Sam's last week, I know he's been up and down, but because Thunder play on the first or second game most weeks, it's always good to keep your Thunder players. You can loop them off the bench. So, for example, I looped Sam's. He got 114 this week, so obviously I'm going to loop that. So, what you can do, as I say, they're playing second this week. So, I'm probably going to trade out my Heat players. I'm going to trade out Wildermuth. I'm going to have to keep Kuhneman because he's got -7 break even, and I'll probably trade Pearson if I can, but it's worth nothing. Maybe I can get him to Clark. That's a good idea. I'll do that. I'll get into Clark. The only reason I want to keep the Hurricanes is because round 7 they've got their double as well. So I got Ellis, Meredith, Chowdhury, and McDermott at the moment. I got rid of Owen ages ago, so those are my 4 I'm keeping. McDermott, he's a bit of a hit and miss at times. But as I say, so I'm going to keep Sam's. You can also loop them or you can loop your Hurricane players because they're playing second as well. I'm going to VC Stoinis. And then, yeah, I'm probably going to get, as I say, probably get Clark, he's cheap, and Harper. They're probably my 2 ones I'll get. Clark, I'll have to see how, I think he may have come off injured, but he then went out there and battered. So fingers crossed he's all right, because the second game he did a lot better than the first game. That's always the way. You get 2 bites of the cherry. I'll probably also will have to bench one of these, Turner, because obviously his position he plays is very hard. He doesn't really get much of it. I was just kind of pretty lucky that he plays well with spin. They're playing strikers at Perth Stadium, so obviously they got a few spinners in there, but not as many as Sydney Thunder do. All right, I only wanted him for his matchup, but I'm trying to get rid of him now. I can't get rid of him because look at his break even, -35. Now, as I say, so maybe get 5 stars are probably the tops. You probably don't want it too much. As I say, it paid off going less this week than it did more. Make sure you get your all-rounders right as well too. So that way you get a chance to get points with the bowl. You also get chance to points with the bat. So if they bat in the top 3 or 4, that's good. And if they bowl, then you'll get at least 3 or 4 overs with the bowl as well. This Wildermuth, he's been disappointing. I was going to trade him out this week anyway. He only got 28, and he's got no break even. He's got no more doubles. So I'm going to trade Wildermuth. It might come out to bite me because he does open. He did get 100, and he also bowls at 3 to 4 overs as well too. But just the way he's been batting the last 2 weeks is a bit like Owen. The only good side about Wildermuth is he's got that 100 to his name, whereas Owen's been, yeah, I think they're similar players, aren't they, when you think about it? So Meredith, I'm going to have to probably put on the bench. McAndrew, I might sub. I'll probably do emergency. Oh, no, maybe I can do Meredith emergency. Oh, then that means I have to get stuck with Kuhneman on the field. Maybe I have to trade Kuhneman. Yeah. I'm just looking at my team at the moment, doing my trades right now as we speak. If you have any questions as well too, just let us know as well too, and what players you're looking out for as well too. Oh yes, good question. I thought of as well. Players to look forward as well too. Sometimes you may want to go against the crowd as well too. That will also help you jump up the rankings as well. So for example, this week only let's see let's have a look. For example, let's look at Turner's ownership. Where's Turner? Actually, I can look by sort coach's choice. This will show you how many that's owned. So, for example, I went for Turner, and he's only owned by 3%. See, only 1,000 people got him this week. So, maybe when you get your cheap doubles, maybe look at some pod ones as well too. And if they do like, for example, I was expecting Turner to get 30-30. If they get like 60 points, that's good from a cheap player. Plus, he's a pod, so that could help you jump as well too. At the moment, talking about pods, I actually went with the crowd though with the vice captain. I end up with Cooper Conley as vice captain. But if you want to go against the crowd, you can also try that with your vice captain. However, because there's only one team on the double, it's a bit more riskier. So you'll probably it's up to you on your decision on what vice captain you're going to use. If there's two teams on the double, for example, round 7 when you got strikers and hurricanes on the double, then you could probably do like a pod VC, and then you can also do a C. Oh, and actually, no, let me just check that. I just looked at it the other day. You can't, because if you look at round 7, Hobart and Adelaide play at the same time. They're playing each other first game. So you're going to have to decide which one you're going to go. For example, I'm going to get Matt Short in by then, and I will vice captain Matt Short. He's probably the most informed player out of the two teams at this stage. And it's annoying because I did have Short in the first round and I got rid of him. I don't know why I got rid of him, but yeah, he's done quite well. He had a negative break even this week. Let's wonder what's his price this week. I haven't even looked at it, but I haven't got any strikers. I only got Carey. I traded Carey out just because I don't think he's going to be back in time for 2 games with this test. However, if the test goes short, then he might be back. His break even is 58 this week. He's gone up 10,000 and he's on 30,000. So I believe Luke and a few others actually got him in this week as well too. He sold him for, I think, Wildermuth. Oh no, he traded Short to Wildermuth. My bad, the other way around. But I think most people are going to trade him back in again. Now, also let me know what questions you have. Let me see if there's any more questions that we have in here as well too. So Brenton was talking about the rain as well too. So yeah, it's about 1 to 5 millimeters. It's a possible shout at the time as well too. I also got questions. Nice work. Hope you have enough stars for next week. So Aaron has commented that. Yes, I got enough stars. I'll have 5, maybe 6 if I need. But as I say, I'll probably go with 5. That way it'll allow me not to use my boost. I'm going to use my boost later in the season, just when the test players come back and maybe late outs as well too, and the availability needs to. Oh, I don't need to activate that. My bad. I still got 2 there, so I will use that later in the season, like especially towards the end when I can probably just jump on a few. I'm also going to get in an extra 6er because at the moment I got no 6s and no Philippe, no Edwards have been killing me. I know a lot of people have Edwards and Philippe, but after that first game of the Storm in Perth, that stuffed me up. I was panicked as well, and I thought there wasn't going to be much of a game, and most people traded them out. Those that kept them end up doing quite well. Got a question. Oh, congratulations on a great score. I wish I could get a high score for once to be able to be in top 1% for score for a round. Yeah, so I ended up being top 100, which was not bad for the week, and back into top 1,000. The other year I finished 69th, so I'm trying to get up there. You need to start getting. Oh, Aaron's in here. Yes. So talking about Aaron, I just talked about your comment about the stars. So yes. So I'm keeping my 4 canes at the moment because round 7 will be the double with strikers and canes. So before round 7, I'm going to get 3 strikers. That way, I'll have 7 all up at least. I need to get in my 6s this week, so I don't have no 6s. So that's the one team I haven't had all year is no 6s. So today, this game was real boring today because I had no renegades and no 6s, and they played today. So it was like wasn't really watching anything. I was just interested to see who won, I suppose. But yeah, it was a bit boring. But tonight's game, obviously, the Hurricanes and the Scorchers was quite a lot. But as I say, I'll get in one more 6-star, so I'll get 5 stars. So here's my star store, there's Cara and Maxwell, and I'll get in probably a cheap Clark, as I say, and Harper. They'll probably be my 5. I may change from Clark maybe to Ralph or Siddle. I traded Rudimuth, Kant, Bancroft to Stoiner, Siddle, Lynn. Perfect. Is that for this week coming up? I presume this is for this week coming up. Or is that last week? It sounds like this week coming up, to be honest. Yeah, so because Stoinis and Siddle, they're both stars. I haven't done my trades just yet. I usually wait until the teams are out to do my final trade. But yeah, perfect. Oh, sweet. Yeah. my trades this week for the Scorchers probably the best, and it would have been kind of embarrassing if I didn't score quite well this week though, considering number of Scorchers, man. Anyway, it'll be um, yeah. So this week coming up perfect. Yeah. There's a few that got caught out with the Scorchers this week, so I presume a lot of people would have kept their stars from the week before. Obviously, kept my 3. A lot of people traded Stoinis out though to be able to trade in short, or they traded in Cooper Connolly. The only reason I kept Stoinis is because I didn't want to get stuck, because with the price tag and that, and if my players scored bad, then it'll been a bit harder to get him back. But thankfully, my 3 trade-ins all got negative, like 100 break even. So I was all right with the price this round, but you never know. Sometimes a player gets injured and it makes it harder to get him back. So that's the only reason I kept in. I think a few others. Oh, here we go. Luke has just sent through his trades. So Luke's also sent me a message as well too. Pearson has gone. He's going from Pearson to Clark, Wildermuth to Philip P, and Chowdhury to Harper. That's his trades. That sounds like my team there. I didn't think he had Pearson in his team, and I didn't think he. Oh, is that your? Wait, you have Pearson, do you, Luke? Oh, you're talking about my team. I think you really need to get strikers, because if you don't, you're going to be busy getting strikers and then realize you have no renegades for their double. Yeah, so I've got, luckily, I've got 2 boosts still. So I'll most likely use a boost coming up maybe round 7 or round 8, and then I'll use another one in the last round as well too. So let me see who let me try and find out the double game week fixture. So I'm not going off the top of my head here. There was a photo of the fixture just the other day, actually. Let me see. Here we go. So it's got, so Strikers and Hurricanes got the double round 7, Renegades around 8, my bad. Sixers have got the round 9 double, my bad. Yeah, you're right. So Renegades are round 8, then it's Sixers. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna keep my Sixers, so that way I don't have to worry about them too much round 9. That way I load up on them round 9, because they're the last team to have a double, and they're the only team to have a double round 9. And then the round 8 I'll have to use a boost then for probably get some Renegades. Renegades have been up and down, but it's a bit like most teams actually. The teams this year and this Big Bash have been real up and down lately, and there hasn't really been any standout, because one team looks good one game and then the week after they're not good. And most of the teams all have at least lost 2 games already. So the only one that surprisingly looks all right is Stars. And last few years, Stars haven't been that good. So it's interesting to see the trend this year. Because looking at the ladder, as I say, most teams have all lost about 2 or 3 games already, which is crazy. Even the Sixers, they lost today, didn't they? What is it? The Sixers, they lost. You got 0 Sixers, 0 Renegades, and 0 Strikers so far, though. Yeah. So I'm gonna do 2 stars, 1 Sixer. That way, then I'll have up to at least 4, because I'll get in 3. Because the week after, Hurricanes have got the bye, so I'll use them as a loophole thing, and that way I can get the Sixers. They'll have their double game week, so I'll at least get 4 at the moment. There's only been about 3 that are performing. Philippi and who's the other one? Philippi Davies, he's doing all right, and what's his name? Edwards, that's the one. Let's have a look at the break evens for the Sixers. Let's go to Sixers team Z to A Sixers. Let's have a look at the Sixers, because this will be a double game with the week after. So they're on the bye this week. So Sean Abbott's got break even of 3. He's going to go up a lot. So Joel Davies got a break even of -1. Sean Abbott, he bowls the death overs as well too, so he's quite good to get. Dorshus break even 47. He's been hot and cold lately. Hayden Kerr, I don't know why they bat him all the way down to 11, but he could definitely go a bit higher than that in the batting order for sure. Um, yeah, so probably the main ones to target for that. Edwards, most people have Philippi, so they would have kept them. Maybe you can jump on an Abbott. Maybe you can jump on what's the other one that I was looking at? Joel Davies or Hayden Kerr, but as I say, Hayden Kerr batting so low, but he does bowl at least. So yeah, it'd be nice if he goes a bit higher up. And then for the what's the other one? Strikers, I would say Lynn's pretty cheap this week, so you can get him because he got negative 47 break even. However, Lynn does go up. He likes to go up and down a bit. He can get out cheaply as well too, and he can go quite high as well too. So depending on how you go with him, but yeah, Lynn, Short, and Overton will probably be the three main ones to get target aim for their doubles. Maybe not Lynn. I don't like Lynn myself, but probably Overton, Short, and one other, probably the best three to get for them. And then for the Renegades, Sutherland, you got your Hassan, although I think he's going to be away, so he'll probably miss out by their double. I think he's going off to some other tournament, maybe. Don't quote me on that, but he may not be around. And then there's one more renegade that I was looking at. You got Dorf, he does all right, although he got smashed today with the bowls. So, but normally he's a good wicket taker as well too, and he gets the bowls are interesting overs as well too. Although Renegades have changed his bowling style, bowling overs up, I should say. Normally he bowls his first 2 or 3 in the first 6 overs, but he's been spread out a bit later on. He's not really much of a death bowler; he's more of a starting bowling, but they've been bowling him more towards the end, which is I don't know why the Renegades are doing that, but that's their thing they do. I don't know why, but yeah, there's a few things to target. But as I say, stars on the double next week. Make sure you get your stars. If you need to loop someone, leave a trade up your sleeve. So you can either leave if you want to leave a boost, or you can leave a trade up your sleeve. You can. That way you'll be able to trade in like a 6-star ready for next week, and they can loop. At the moment, I can't loop anyone because I got no. All my players are playing, so that's why you can do that. Seifert, Jeff. Yes, perfect. Yes, that's the one. Seifert. I forgot about him. So yes, if you got Seifert or if you haven't got Jake Fraser McGurk, make sure you get them. They're another two to have a look at as well too. So and I've got Philippi and Edwards on my bench this week, and I'm looping Owen off the bench. Yes. That Owen. He's. I'm kind of glad I don't have him because he's a bit of a headache. A lot of people have been frustrated with him, that's for sure. He's had like 6 games now in a row, less than 40 points, and been opening and bowling. It's like it's not ideal. And the way he throws his wickets away frustrates me. So I got rid of him round one, but eventually he's going to turn it around. So that week when he does, that's probably going to hurt me. But I'm sure other people will probably be relieved after they'll probably be throwing stuff at their TV when he bats because yeah, all he needs to do is learn how to defend with his bat. He always attacks, and it's frustrating. It's better if he maybe like blocks or slows it down a little bit sometimes, but he wants to try and smack everything for a 6. And sometimes when you're doing that, the bowlers will love it because they can get an edge and get it out, or they can hit it straight to a fielder. So if he can adapt a little bit, that will be a lot more better for his game and more for the Hurricanes, because the Hurricanes have started off quite well. It would be nice if he got to 20 runs, then attacked. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot more. Yeah, because I find my batters the other way around. I find they get to about 17 to 19 and then they get out. They have a good strike rate, but then they get out too early, which is annoying. That frustrates me as well too, because you want that bonus strike rate bonus. For example, like tonight I had McDermott, and he got out on 18 off like 11 balls. And then there was another week before I had another player that was out just before the 20 mark. So it can get annoying when your players get out just before that 20 run thing. But a lot more sensible would be to, as I say, bat to 20 runs, then go ahead, That way you still get your 20 runs at least, plus you'll get your strike rate bonus if you attack from there. Because that's all he has to do, especially coming in as an opener. You can't really sort of like attack it first over. You want to like maybe get yourself in for a few bowls, and then you can start whacking them. But yeah, that's my thoughts about him. Yeah. Let's see what else. McDermott's got, yeah. I wish I could trade these Hurricanes out, but just because their doubles are coming up, like I'm targeting to get rid of Wildermuth first. So as I say, Wildermuth and probably Pearson, probably my two who I get rid of. I'll probably keep Kuhneman one more week because of his -7 break even. But yeah, I'll bring Maxwell back off the bench. I'll bring probably I'll put him as vice captain, Stoinis as vice captain. May trade Conley, but I'll probably keep him the way he's been playing. He's doing all right. And then I'll have to keep Hardy and Marsh, obviously, because look at their break evens. So if you, that's the thing. If you do get your cheap players and they do quite well, and you got low break evens, they at least will make cash, so it makes the other players get a bit more easier. Wonder what my overall value of my team is. I haven't even had a look at that yet. If I go to home, let's have a look. It's probably not that ideal as 2,079,000. So I've only gone up $100,000, barely anything at all. So I need to get more money up my sleeve because my players have been up and down too much. Some teams out there got like 2.1 million, 2.2 million, which is a lot, which is crazy. Is Curran only playing one game of the two? Is Stoinis even worth VC as he didn't bat in any of the doubles last time he had a double? I believe he batted, didn't I'm pretty sure he batted in one of the games, didn't he? He there was he batted in one game, I'm pretty sure. The one game Harper got 100 he didn't bat in, but then he batted in the other one. But it was managed to get more points from the bowling actually, which is actually pretty good from him. Stoinis, I think because he bowls death overs now, that will help. Curran should be here for the whole tournament, I believe. So that's why I got Curran in. He's not leaving anywhere. But the other Sam Curran from the from Sixers, I believe he's coming back soon as well too. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the lineup for the Sixers back then. Let's see. I've got a question post comment in here. Let's have a look. Someone said he's got the same setup as I had. Looks like same setup. Oh yeah, he got 1362, so he just beat me by a little bit, that Ben. Yeah, not too bad. Stars just too good. Exactly. Yeah. Good day, David. As well. Welcome. Yes. So stars are really good this year. I don't know what's happened over there in Melbourne. They've definitely recruited well. They've definitely got their team together for a change. Half their team's always from WA anyway. You got Stoinis, you got Cartwright. You back in the day had Nathan Coutinho. Then Couch has gone from Stars back to Perth Scorchers. So there's a few stars that are from WA that they've helped, and Maxwell, I find he's been batting very low. So although he did that quick runs, let's see. Stoinis is averaging 93. Let's have a look at his average. As I said, against he's gone 96, 96, and 12. And then Renegades, he's gone 19, 59, and 2. So he doesn't score well against the Renegades, but he does all right against the Heat. Let's have a look. You can also see a cool thing you can see as well. You can look at the opponent. So Brisbane Heat, he averages 100, high scores 196, average of 59, but his lowest score is 0. And against Renegades, 199 and lowest score 2, averaging 65 across 13 games. And let's have a look at the venue. At the Gabba, he averages 54, high score of 96, lowest score of 12. And in where are they playing? MCG, I think, is it? Must be MCG. Yeah, it is MCG. Yeah, MCG high score 244, low score 0, average of 63. Average of 63 across 34 games at the MCG. That's actually not bad going there. So let's that I suppose it'll be between Stoinis and I'd say maybe some people might want to jump on Harper, but I don't. I've had Harper for so many years, and he's never been this good before. Um, averages 28.61, 4 points against the Heat, and against the Renegades 0.41.0. So yeah, I suppose people will be. Curran, let's see, Curran. I almost had I'm sure I had Curran on vice captain last week. Actually, I don't know what happened there. No, gee, he averages bad. 4, 6, 17, 24, 113, 28. So he does better against the Renegades than he does Heat. I think, yeah. yeah. Um, Curran is leaving for another T20. Comet is said on Honeyball, so will only play the first game. Oh, I swear he was staying. All right, let me have a look. I thought he was staying this week. My rank is like 2K. I think I'm out this year. I reckon you'll be fine. I reckon if you keep going, get some unique pods this week, that will help because before this week, I was about 1.5K or just about 2K, and then I've jumped up to top 1,000. So I reckon you'll be just chip ahead. If you get like 200 points ahead of the what they score now this week, you'll be fine. Let's have a look at the there was a media thing I did see. You're right. There's a availability area. Let's have a look. Availability. Here we go. So we've got Sam Curran. He's coming back in round 7. Um, oh, maybe it might be the other T20 comp you're talking about. Might be the Pakistan one, is it? Is he going to the Pakistan one? Is he? Because Khan's also leaving. Maybe it's that one. The winner this week just joined and was just full of scorchers. Yeah, have a feeling that might have been the case. Sometimes what they do, if they're out of the overall, they try and go for the weekly. And I actually was trying to go for the weekly this week, but I didn't use my boost. I could have used the boost and maybe could have done all right, but still getting 13.25 wasn't too bad, considering considering how close I was. But if, as I say, if you get your pods right, for example, I got Turner right, that will help jump as well too. So maybe look out for someone that's not owned as much as well too. But looks like if Khan's only going to be here for 1 week, I'm going to probably have to trade in maybe another start and maybe use a boost. I don't know. See what he scores. Wait, that will be. But hang on a minute. The last game for Khan actually would be because Khan's also going away as well. His last game is so he's on a third, so he's probably going to finish. So Khan probably won't be even here. Dude. Yeah, you're right because that would be the 4th. Be too late. Oh well, I'm down. I'm double gamer. Oh, that's all good. That's not bad. Khan hopefully will better take 10 wickets on the first game, and that will make up for having a one down. But that's all right. Curran, as I say, Harper, Clark, and I'll probably get depends Clark or Ralph or someone like that. But yeah, anyway, the teams will be coming out tomorrow anyway. I always post to the teams on the page anyway, so keep track of that. Also looking out, as I say, well done to Turner this week getting 99. Agar stuffed him up, unfortunately, but it was good to see the Scorchers get back-to-back wins, which they needed. They're going to be playing the Strikers this week. I'll be at that game as well too, so that'll be good. They are playing on Sunday at the Perth Stadium. Double header this week: Stars, Renegades, Scorchers, Adelaide. So that'll be quite fun for everyone. Plus the test goes back. Also, make sure you look out for the round 5, round 6. Round 6 coming up. We've got the Sixers on the bye this week, but next week they'll be on the double. So make sure if you need a loop, make sure you're trading a Sixer. The Sixers won't lock out into the last game as well. So that's a bonus as well too. So maybe leave a trade up your sleeve as well if you need to loop one of your players' scores. But yeah, I'd say probably Stoinis is probably the looking like I'll vice captain. I'll have to switch that around from captain to vice captain and put him captain for now because obviously Scorchers play last. But yeah, if you have any questions, who you got for winning this year? Oh yes, well, considering I work with the Scorchers, I'll have to say them. But the bowling attack is very weak without Richo, Dorf, and Couch. Without Richardson, Dorf, and Ty, who have all disappeared. So unfortunately, but Richardson will probably be back after the test is finished, so that will help. But yeah, their batting's good, but their bowling's not so good. Stars have been way too good so far. Their batting's been good, their bowling's been good. So surprisingly, Stars are probably the clear favourite at this stage. Although the last time they were clear favourite, they ended up choking the final against Renegades that year. So, and if you see in the AFL, I'm a Brisbane supporter, but the last few years you had Sydney on top all year, and they sort of lost. And then Geelong also always in the finals, and then they lost as well too. So sometimes they may not be the favourites, but obviously with cricket, it's a bit more luck involved as well too, because one team could be at the bottom and they can smash a team at the top. Like for example, Strikers, they smashed the Heat the other day, and you think the Heat would have done a bit better than that as well too. Oh, you are the Stars. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Well, just ignore what I said just then. Maybe just well, maybe there'll be a good chance to win then this way. So yeah, anything's possible in cricket. Well, anything's possible in the AFL, and as I say, cricket, it could be like a good day or a bad day. Like for example, look at Turner. He can get 99 one day and then not even bat the next day. Just it's things like that happen, and it just depends on the day and depends on yeah, the wicket and how they go. Like that's why I find doing Supercoach BBL is a lot more luck involved than AFL because, for example, AFL you can just get like you're consistent. Someone's going to get an 80 or to 100 or 120 from your primo, whereas on the Supercoach you can get someone get like 100 one week and then get like a zero the next one. Um, oh yes, thank you. Who do you follow in the AFL? Yeah, I've been at the grand final last 3 years in a row, and um, uh, our players we've got 8 players on the 22, which is pretty good this year coming up. And we'd like to do things in three-peats. We do a three-peat, 01, 02, 03. We go away for 20 years, have another three-peat. And oh, Hawks, I was actually at your prelim for the Geelong Hawthorn game. I was actually going for Hawthorn because I wanted to play Hawthorn in the grand final because we've got 5 players that have all crossed over, like Lee Matthews, obviously, Chris Fagan, Birchall, Hodge, and the other one, Gunston as well too. So they've all been intertwined as well too. So that would have been a much better grand final, I think. But I'm kind of glad that we could have done Hawks justice because we smashed Geelong for you guys, and I know they kicked you out. So I didn't want Geelong to win anyway because they've been in enough finals anyway. Although, having said that, Collingwood, I was at the prelim for the Collingwood and Brisbane game, and the one thing I wanted to see was us knock out Collingwood because I can't stand Collingwood. Sorry to any Collingwood supporters out there, but watching that happen and seeing the Collingwood fans leave early, I was like, it didn't matter who was going to win the grand final. I just saw that, and that was my highlight of the week anyway. Even though we did still win, so I was kind of happy the week before when we beat Collingwood. Essendon stiffed us for this year. Essendon stiffed us. Oh yes, exactly. Yeah. I could not believe that. How on earth would anyone be worth 4 first rounders? Like 3 first rounders is amazing, and they should have just given you guys merit anyway for that. But they're just can't believe that. They're crazy, especially when they're like he's like 30, 31. Like they probably won't ever get an offer as good as that ever again. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be interesting when Essendon and Hawthorn play each other. Be interest. I'll be an interesting watch, that's for sure. See how they go with merit and all that. I'll be definitely watching that game, and especially for my dream team as well too. Like I had merit in my team the last few years, but I don't know what's going to happen now. So obviously, might be a few less kicks going in his direction this year. So maybe I might have to jump on someone else instead. But yeah, as I say, uh, yeah, I find that's with Collingwood. We got a few interesting games over the years. We beat Collingwood twice in the grand final. They beat us once, but we always seem to have that rivalry. It's always interesting how you have that rivalry between certain teams as well. But yeah, as I say, with oh, I've got one more message, have I? Oh yeah, that's Luke talking. He was just talking about how's your team. Stars have got the double. Brenton, he's commented saying just Stars. Yes, so just Stars have got the double. Only Stars have got the double this week. But yeah, good luck with your teams this week. Well done for the Scorchers on winning those back-to-back games. That was good. I'll be at the game on Sunday. So if you're down in Perth, see you there. Good luck with your teams. I'll be looking at getting in 2 or 3 stars, or probably have about five or six stars. I don't want too many. Last week I had 7 doubles and I only scored 11-20. This week I had 5 doubles and I outscored it by 200 points. So sometimes just getting the right all-rounders and sometimes getting the right players will help. Also look at your pods and look at your vice captains as well too. Make sure you loop your players. Don't forget sixes have a bye, but then they have the double. So use them as a loop if you need to. Good luck with your teams tomorrow, this round, or New Year's, I should say. Haven't been on here since last year. That's a long time. Right. Anyway, enjoy your games this week. Good luck with all your teams. Good luck to the Scorchers, and good luck. And go Scorchers, and good luck with your teams. That's it. You can jump on and ask us any questions throughout the week as well too. Don't forget, check out the BBL Supercoach. Don't forget to join the league 455189. You'll be able to get some Krispy Kremes for the winner as well too. Good luck. Thank you for joining us. Good work, Aaron and David, and those also Luke and Brenton and all the commentators and also the questions as well. Thanks for that. Good luck and go Scorchers.